So I am officially 2 years sober as of like a week ago. I was supposed to record this video a week ago, but then I actually just kind of forgot and like just lived life and wasn't really focused on it. Although I should have, because realistically, while I was in that moment of being like freshly 2 years sober, you know, that would have been a good time to make the video. But today I was actually, you know, making myself a cake because I was like, I just want to celebrate life and just celebrate me and celebrate my sobriety. And it's a week later, but you know, like I could still celebrate. My official date of sobriety was August 21st. It's now August 26th or something. But either way, you know, it's okay. I could still celebrate. It's like within the week. Like, you know what I mean? Like if this were a birthday, I could still be celebrating it. It's fine. But I was making a cake. And then I was like, you know what, I was actually supposed to record this video, so let me go ahead and record this video. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I actually recorded a full video. I actually did record a full video, and then I played it back and it was all in slow motion. Yeah, the entire video in its entirety was actually in slow motion, so yeah, that was not a major slay at all. Unfortunately, we're just gonna try to forget that and just talk about what we're talking about now because it's actually probably gonna piss me off because it was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes already recorded of things that I had. But we're just gonna make do with what we got because realistically, I'm not doing shit anyway. I'm making a cake right now, just because. Realistically, just because. We're saying it's for celebration, but honestly, I just kinda want a cake. But I got chocolate cake. It's a chocolate fudge cake with chocolate fudge icing and then pink sanding sprinkle crystal, whatever. It's like pink sanding sprinkles and then they're like really tiny. It's like sugar, but it's basically like dyed sugar, but it's cute and it's gonna be gorgeous and I'm gonna show you guys when everything's done. I am gonna go take you guys to see like the cake because I just got done baking it. I only checked it one time and then I took it out and put the fork in it and it was fully clean. No dookie on the fork and I was like, wow, that's a slay because I didn't think that that was gonna happen in the first time, you know? Being 2 years sober now is just kind of interesting, mainly because I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, and so realistically, like growing up, you're just kind of introduced to like that whole scene of like drinking and partying and like doing all of that stuff.
Where's the bathroom?
That way.
Thank you.
At a young age. So when I was like young, I was already like drinking and hanging out with crazy people and like their parents were alcoholics and like it just is all crazy party, like that type of vibe. Mind you, this is not a slay. I'm fully aware this is not a slay. There was just something really wrong with the energies and the vibes. I don't know. Something was not right with us growing up here. And I feel like when you live in Las Vegas and you get brought up in Las Vegas, like that's where you are raised, it kind of is just like that. It's like ingrained into your life. And so I started drinking young and like I was doing too much always. Like the problem was I was never really drinking to like just be drunk a little bit or like just be chilling and buzzed. Like I was drinking so that I would black out drunk. Like that was the main goal, the main objective every single time because I'm an alcoholic and I have alcoholism, which I feel like runs in my family on both sides. So I don't think I was ever gonna be fully safe from that. I think I had to go through it to get to it. But like being that way and like having an addictive personality as well, it was just like recipe for disaster. And I would just do a lot of things like looking back when I was drinking, because mind you, I was drinking every single day. Like I was drinking either Four Locos, multiple, or I was drinking like tequila and a Red Bull.
We are going to pretend we didn't hear that.
But like every single day. And like all of that is just like a mixture for a heart attack. You know what I mean? Like that's really crazy to be doing that. But I was doing that every day because I'd be like, oh, well, like I have the hair of the dog it, which is basically like drinking because you're getting hangover symptoms. So it's prolonging the issue of you drinking and having all these problems and feeling sick and all of that. And it's just basically like an everyday cycle so that you drink more. Wasn't good on my behalf. But I would do stupid shit. One time I peed in a hotel on the floor.
I can't believe that there are people that would do something like this. It's so sick and twisted.
And I was really confused because we were in the room and then the police came and they were like, you have to leave the hotel. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, because you peed on the floor in the hotel. And I was like, what? Because I didn't remember any of that happening. I was like, that's clearly a lie. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then the more they talked about it, they were like, yeah, we have you on video. Like, it's your pants, it's your shirt. Like, it's you. And I was like, oh. And then it kind of clicked in my mind. I was like, yeah, because honestly, before we got in the elevator, I had to pee so bad that I remember I was saying like I was gonna pee on myself. And then once we got off the elevator, I didn't have to pee anymore. Bitch, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I don't know what happened, and I'm pretty sure we never went to a bathroom. So like, yeah, unfortunately, I would do shit like that and like be missing from my friends, be in a bush somewhere like with my eye basically almost gashed open and like screaming for my friends because I'm just belligerent and I just don't know how to handle my liquor. Like, it was a problem.
No, it's true. It's true.
And like, one time I even got arrested because technically I broke into someone's house and like my friends saw my location was in their backyard. And we were supposed to be at this party and I fell asleep in the car, but then when I woke up from being asleep in the car, like really, really, really drunk, like blackout, I guess I went into this person's house because I thought it was my house. I don't even know. But they saw me inside the house. Literally, I'm in handcuffs like, no, please, like what's going on? I don't even know what's going on. The police are like, you just broke into that house. Mind you, I'm blacking into existence in handcuffs. So like, I have no recollection of anything that had just happened. And I'm like, no, like I didn't, like let me go. Like, where are my friends? Like crying. And they're like, you literally just broke into that house. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, no, I didn't. Like, yelling at them.
No.
What do you know? Look at me.
Let me go.
And then I'm like, just let me go. I'm gonna call my friends and they're gonna come pick me up. Like, let me go. And then I don't know why, honestly. But they literally came up to me and unlocked the handcuffs and let me call my friends. And then my friends came and picked me up, mind you, on the wrong side of the road. And then we drove off. I don't know. It's a really crazy situation. I don't really understand. I don't really know. I'm here today to tell the tale. So that's really all that matters at the end of the day, but it was really just craziness. I would have anger and like be volatile and just like be kind of aggressive and like angry, or like if someone tried to wake me up, I would be cussing them out and like smacking them away and just like being like rude and like not being okay and being like sad. Deep down, it was like really just me being sad, but it was just like I was projecting it out as anger, and it was like trying to run away from my issues that I wasn't facing within. Like, that's really what it came down to. Is like the self-reflection and like going inward and recognizing like what I was doing was actually horrible and it was actually crazy. Not only was it damaging like my body, but it was like damaging my mental, like my psyche. It was damaging like who I was as a person. And I just saw it being a really, really slippery slope, like, and it just wasn't looking cute. So I knew that that wasn't for me. Now, granted, other people will be able to drink for the rest of their lives and they will be fine. And I understand that. But it's just not for me. I'm not one of those people who can do that because then I make decisions that are just crazy. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's better for me to be self-aware now and know that and then be able to stop when I was 23, now being 25 and like being like, okay, well, I'm sober for 2 years. I feel like it's better now than like later. You know what I mean? And I just, you know, hope anyone who wants to take that journey is able to do that and recover and be healthy and be well. I guess I decided to cut cold turkey now. Or I don't know if it's necessarily because I wanted to just cut cold turkey, or if it has something to do with the fact that the day before I got sober, I came out to my grandma and she was like confused and I was confused because I was like, I'm very clearly, obviously gay. Like, I don't know what the confusion is about. Like, I thought you knew. I was really just like checking in with the homegirl to like see what was going on. Like, you know what I mean? But that wasn't it at all. And it was like kind of not an accepting manner and not the type of vibe that I thought it was going to be.
Oh, what you said? Queen.
Granted, I had came out like 10 years prior, so I was just like, what? Like, that's weird. But the next day, I stopped drinking cold turkey. Like, I never drank again from that day. And I think that's a good thing, obviously. I actually have my coins. So this was my 1-year coin. And this is my 2-year coin that my friend got me. And honestly, shout out to her. I'm very grateful for her because she honestly didn't have to do that and give me like my 2-year coin, but like she did. And I love it and I love her and I'm very grateful. Like 10 out of 10, honestly, 10 out of 10 human being. But yeah, the journey is just really interesting. And like another key part or like key point of my trying to get sober, I guess, because I had tried before I actually got sober, was like, basically I went to New York and I stayed with my friend, and basically I got into a falling out with my friend because I was literally belligerently drunk, like blackout off the tequila. Like, it was crazy. I was acting ridiculous, running away in a city I've never been, like just doing too much, you know what I mean? And so after that, basically, my friend's mom called my dad and basically told him, like, we're worried about John, like, we don't know what's happening, but his drinking is, like, a lot. He's drinking every day. Like, he wants to stop, but he's saying, like, he can't. Like, just giving my dad the rundown because he really didn't know what was happening either. So then I go in the house and my dad's like, oh, like, do you need rehab? Like, do we need to talk? Like, do you need help? Like, all this stuff. And I'm just, like, sitting in his face, like, no, like, I'm okay. Like, no. He's, like, asking, kind of, like, hinting towards, like, my mental health, like, how I'm doing, like, stability-wise in my mental. And I'm just, like, kind of, like, trying to shrug it off and be like, no, whatever. But then I go in my car and I just cry. Like, I literally just cried for the rest of the day because I was like, wow, I just am just not living my life correctly. Like, I'm literally harming my body, harming my mind, and just, like, I want to stop so bad, but I'm just stuck in this cycle of drinking every day. Every time I feel sick, it's almost like I would rather drink than, like, feel that hurt in my stomach and feel that pain in my head. Like, it's just ridiculous. But I also know that it's alcoholism, and it's the fact that I can't just have a drink and be okay. Like, I don't have moderation. Like, some people have moderation. They're like, I'm just going to drink this and then be fine. But, like, I'm going to drink to drink and drink and drink and then black out. So, like, it's just not for me. And it is a lot. It is a lot. And I do, like, think about the fact that I'm so young and, like, decided to just stop drinking alcohol altogether. Like, but I am proud of myself for that because I genuinely think, like, that was the one thing for me. I would say, maybe not the one thing, but, like, the main thing for me that it was like, that's not gonna be cute. And, like, one day I might get on here and tell you guys all of my stories that, like, are from when I was drunk, but it just gets really crazy. Like, I just need you guys to know that for real. I look back on that time and I'm like, wow, I was gaining so much weight. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was, like, basically neglecting my oral health and my oral hygiene, my hygiene just in general, just, like, not taking care of myself. And it's really sad. And the thing is, like, you have to want it for yourself. And, like, it really does sound cliche, but, like, if you know someone who needs help, like, you should and can try to, you know, help as much as you can. But the thing is, they have to want it for themselves in order to actually implement that change into their lives. And so it's really hard to just say it. It's literally one of those things where it's easier said than done because you're going to tell someone to do something, but it's not like it's going to just process in their mind immediately to be like, let me change my life. You know what I mean? So you can give all the advice you want, but it realistically just depends on the person, like, what they want to do. And I had to realize that for myself. So I was like, oh, no one's coming to save me? Like, you know what I mean? Because even when my dad was offering, like, rehab and help, and I was like, but I don't want that. Like, and I knew, like, if I don't want that, I'm going to go and then leave and then still be drinking. It was just like one day it clicked and I just cut cold turkey and just stopped drinking. Now, I know that that's not possible for everyone because some people literally have to detox. Like, they will go through withdrawals, and I just really didn't go through that many. I kind of was, like, going through a withdrawal in a way of, like, my symptom was basically, like, waking up sweating. Like, I would wake up so hot, like, drenched in sweat, like, pouring in sweat, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely my body, like, detoxing that shit out of my body right now. Which, like, is a slay, but, like, isn't a slay when you're waking up and it's like, I can't bear this right now, and I'm waking up and I'm wet and it's nasty. Like, it doesn't feel good. And I just always think about the fact that, like, a lot of people are just gonna continue to drink for the rest of their lives, and some will be okay, but, like, some won't. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just interesting the things that they legalize versus the things that are made illegal, like, in terms of, like, substances. And, like, alcohol is basically poison, you know what I mean? But it's like, that's everyone's decision. I don't want to, like, try to be, like, some holier than thou person because at the end of the day, I had fun, but it was also not fun when I wasn't drinking. You know what I mean? It was, like, fun in the moment. It was to forget or, like, to basically make myself willfully ignorant to whatever is around me and to whatever's going on actually in my life versus actually just going inward and handling it or seeing my shadow self and, like, not running away and, like, processing grief that I hadn't been processing and, like, dealing with things and, like, figuring out who I actually am and, like, dissecting the fact that I felt like I was drinking because I felt like at one point I couldn't not drink in order to be around people because I wasn't going to be funny. I wasn't going to be interesting. I wasn't going to be, like, myself and have this energy. As you can see, this is just me naturally.
What? Period, bitch. Period.
Like, this is just my high energy self naturally, just what I do. You know what I mean? There might be some, you know, puff, puff, pass, but y'all know what it is. Like, that's just what we do. I took a long time to get here because realistically I was scared, and I feel like it's so many different factors that factor into it, like oral fixation and addicted personality and alcoholism and being an alcoholic and genetics and environment. Like, it's especially like growing up in Las Vegas, Nevada, like it's just all a culmination of everything all together. And I'm really proud of myself for getting out of that, because like knowing what I know about alcohol and how it's literally included in every function that ever is for any adult type of anything, it's just like people are just gonna be drinking and drinking and drinking, and it's like, not to shame, because at the end of the day, everyone has to have their vice. I understand, but it's just like, that one is crazy for me, mainly because I just don't have moderation. You know what I mean? Like, people can sit down at dinner and have a glass of wine and be okay. I'm not one of those people. I would probably need a bottle. And that's why we just can't have it at all. We can't have any of it. We can't have none of it at all, because it's just not gonna be what it needs to be. I'm glad I'm at where I'm at now, 2 years later, and being sober, and no alcohol in my stomach. Honestly, one time I had vodka pasta sauce and I was like, wait, did I just break sobriety? But I didn't, because it was cooked out, first of all. And another time I drank like Listerine and I was like, wait, there's alcohol in that. And like a little bit like accidentally went down my throat. I said, wait. But I think I'm fine. I think we're fine. I just want to be fully transparent, because you know what I mean? Like, it just kind of gets a little bit crazy with me. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of things that I need to say a lot of the times. But I guess, yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, if you guys want like an app or like a recommendation like to keep up with your sobriety, I recommend the app that I had used, which is I Am Sober, which I'll put like a picture of what it looks like here. It's literally just called I Am Sober, and you can use it for free. There is a subscription, but I don't use that because you really don't need it. Like, it just keeps you up to date with like where you're at in your sobriety, which I think is really cool. Once you see like, oh, I'm at like 3 months, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm not fucking drinking to ruin my 3-month streak. Are you crazy? Are you dumb? Once you get to a year, you're like, oh no, yeah, that's it. That's that. Yeah. Just being at like 1 year, like, yeah, no, I can't do that anymore. Cause now I need to see 2 years. Like 1 year of not drinking, like I can't drink now. Like I can't. We're out of the months. Like, bitch, I can never go back. I can never go back again. And I'm proud of myself. And so I made myself a cake. To celebrate. But I'm about to go literally show you guys this cake, because now I'm like, you guys need to see like the whole vibe, the whole fantasy of everything that's going on. I took it out, but I want to show you guys like how it literally had no dookie on the fork. Like literally no remnants, no nothing on the fork, because it was literally fully clean. And I only checked it once. Again, like, am I a baker? No. Actually, yes. But Anita, no. But I am a baker. I am, actually. Seriously. So I'm going to go show you guys the cake that I made, because it major slays. Just like being sober for 2 years. It's actually the most majorest of all slays I've ever slayed in my major slay life. Have you ever slayed so majorly that your slays were just like majored out in a major way, in a slay of a major way? I've slayed every day, but I've never slayed that hard of a slay in a major way. Today? Yeah, no. Do you understand what I'm saying? What am I saying? What am I saying? Let me go show you guys this cake. Seriously, hold on. I'm gonna show you guys the cake, right? Look at that. Look at that. Right? Look at this fork. Look at this fork. Nothing. I checked it one time. I checked the oven one time. I put the cake in the oven. I didn't open it at all. I took it out. When the beep, 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 I put the fork in it. It was done. I'm a baker. 10 out of 10, I slayed it. I don't know how I slayed it so easily, so perfectly, but I did, and I am actually a baker. Yeah. And now it's time to decorate the cake. So now I need to show you guys the decorations for said cake. We have some frosting that I'm literally gonna melt and then pour it on top of the cake, because that's gonna be gorgeous. And then we have the pink sprinkles, the pink sanding sprinkles. And then I'll show you guys the finished product. But yeah, this is my celebration cake for being 2 years sober, and I feel like I major slayed. So yeah, let's just have a pink double chocolate cake, because that's what I'm feeling like I want, and that's what I'm feeling like I need, and it's my celebration. It's my party. I do what I want to. Type beat, type vibe, type life. Yeah. Now watch this. Yeah. Now we just have to spread it a little. Oh my gosh, that's actually crazy. Hold on. So I got the frosting on and covered everywhere. Now I just have to do the sprinkles, and honestly, I want them everywhere. So period. And now it's a pink chocolate cake. I'm just touching it with my fingers. But yeah. And this is my celebration cake, period. What? Absolutely. Yeah. Me and my cake. Yeah. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but in real life, it's like gorge. It's like amazing. Yeah. It's like iridescent. It like glows in the dark. It's pearlescent. You know what I mean? It's gorgeous. It actually shines, it shimmers, gleams. Yes, it does, yeah. So I'm gonna go eat it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my video about me being sober for 2 years. Major slay to you and major slay to me, and have a major slay day, honestly. Love you guys. Subscribe. All my stuff is in my bio. Have a great day. Mwah. Love you.